Good morning, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream. Today is Tuesday, November 1st, guys. I can't believe it. Time flies, and just wanted to welcome you guys to the channel. Maybe you're new to trading, or maybe you've been trading for the past 2-3 years and you just haven't seen the success you'd hope for. Just wanted to let you know this is a community that you can count on, and that's why I created this channel, guys. So I look forward to helping you guys in the entire journey. We've got an amazing community of traders, guys, in our free Telegram group and in this YouTube channel. So make sure you guys subscribe below and hit the notification bell and hit all notifications. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you join the family. So just before we begin, I just got to update a few settings, guys. So just bear with me in the meantime. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell and introduce yourself in the chat box below, because I look forward to hearing from you. So yeah, let's get started, guys. Just give me, like, I'd say probably like 2 minutes. I'm just going to update something here and we should be good to go, and we'll get started. Welcome to all of our new members. Let's go. Just gonna wait for a couple more people to join in. Hope you guys are having a good morning, guys. We were able to actually capture this Euro USD trade. I did mention it even in the free chat and in my VIP inner circle, which was pretty sick. Overall, long term, we are expecting it to continue to go higher, but I'm gonna be going over it anyways in a second. So just give me a few minutes, guys. Hope you guys are having a good morning. November 1st already. Can't believe it. Wow, time flies. It's my birthday on November 11th. All right, so welcome Chapman. I'm Yo Morning Tom. Let's go. Hope you guys are having a good morning or evening wherever you guys are. We're just gonna get started here. Okay, so let's start with news. Let's see what kind of news we can expect today, and then we can kind of go from there. Let's take a look here. So today we've got a bit of news. We've got the next news we have is the manufacturing PMI, and that is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got jobs openings. That's important news as well. Employment change. We've got unemployment rate, and for that's New Zealand dollar. And we got a little bit of CAD news too. Governor Malcolm speaks. Okay, so that's kind of what we have so far for the day and the week. You guys could see I've kind of highlighted most of the stuff that we should be looking out for during the week. So let's continue on. We do have to trade cautiously, knowing that we do have a lot of news coming out this week, and alone with the US news. Okay, so let's start with your USD, I guess. You know what, let's start off with gold. What's going on with gold, guys? So gold ended up pushing, it overlapped a little bit on our level of support here, and technically if you realize it, it did hold this level down here. So this is also a level down over here as a level support. So it did end up pushing, just bouncing off of that level of support, which kind of indicates to me, if we go up to the daily, that maybe in reality we are trying to hold this level of support and we're not trying to push up. And so maybe what's going on at this point is that we may be seeing gold push a little bit higher, right? We are failing to create a new lower low. So at this indication, we can expect price to continue to go a little bit higher, even probably I would say retest. I would say this high over here could be a possibility. Give me 1 sec here, right there. So that high could be like our next target. Although I'll be honest, actually the next target would be here. So these are kind of the levels I'd mark off here. This is on the daily, by the way, so even if we look at it on the 4 hour, that's kind of what we're looking at so far. Welcome, good morning. Yes, let's go, Tom. Let's go. Aussie news was uneventful. Odd may strengthen in the next week. May CAD looking okay. Yeah, we'll see with CAD. I don't know how it's going with CAD, but we'll take a look at it though either way. And then we got Richie here. Welcome, morning brother. Welcome. Sorry, Sit as well. Hi there. Let's go. Okay. So let's continue on, guys. So these are kind of our levels that we may mark off. So let's clear the charts here. Levels we may mark off. First level I want to look for on gold is this high over here, and then like I said, the next one would be for sure probably around here, and even a little bit here too. That would be another level too that we may see price react to, or over here actually, but we'll leave it as is for now. First level that we can look for is here. That's the first level we just got to keep an eye on, right? Another thing is we are forming a new higher low at this point. So that's another thing we have to consider and realize, okay, price is slowly starting to create a new higher low. And not only this, it hasn't been able to break below this lower level here, which is the level that we realized we're hoping to create a new lower low, but it seems like it's not creating that yet. So now let's narrow it down. So now that we see that the 4 hour is pretty bullish currently, we should expect some sort of a retracement at least. I would say gold would push a little bit more. We'd get a little bit more of a push, probably up to this level high over here, and then we can expect a slight retracement. That retracement would probably be to this level over here. So if we clear the charts here a little bit, or we kind of zoom out a little bit, we could see that this over here would be kind of a level where gold would come back to. Okay, so we could see probably gold do something like this, where it pushes up, comes back up a little bit, and then starts retracing back. See it something like that. Okay, so that's kind of what I may expect overall with gold. Just a tad more push of an impulse, probably up until like New York Open, and then we may see a melt. Okay, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Okay, let's continue on here. We've got brother GBP, should I sell? Okay, we'll take a look at that, my man. Patrick G from Oklahoma. Let's go, Patrick. Let's go, everyone here. Welcome. Appreciate you all, really do. And boss, good morning, brother. Good morning. Okay, so let's move on. So that's kind of what the idea that we have. Even if we look at the 30-minute again, we can just at least look for bearish price action at some point. If we start seeing like a bearish candle, then we can expect gold to pull back, and let's see what kind of range. So let's say it starts pulling back from here. That's about 75 pips. So that's still a good opportunity, guys, for us to be able to, you know, take advantage of the markets and, you know, profit from the market. So just keep that in mind, that that is a possibility, and I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. So let's move on. Actually, you know what, before we move on, let's look at the dollar index. So you can see that it is falling. We had drawn up this line. We saw the push that we got, see how price came here, and then it rejected our major level. Look at my arrows, guys. I have this all drawn up for a reason so that you guys can reference back, and you can see clearly how, you know, price was respecting our upwards trend. Then I said, guys, we're looking probably gold to continue to go up to this level. Sorry, not gold, Dixie to continue to go up to this level structure, which in turn, if you realize it, it goes inverted with gold, so it's perfectly. Now, what we see here is it seems like it is holding this level potentially as a level of support. So if we see, you know, the dollar index come back up, then at that point, we can expect gold to do that retracement that I'm talking about, which will be that pullback. If the dollar index continues to go down lower, breaks below here, then we could expect gold to go a little bit higher, which goes in correlation with what I'm telling you guys, that we may see it go a little bit higher, maybe up to this level of support over here before it actually starts pulling back. So that's kind of what we're looking at for now. Either way, guys, you guys know that. I'll keep you guys in the loop either here in the live stream or in the Telegram group, whatever. Either way, we're in this together. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, so let's start with the British pound pairs first, because I want to see if there's an opportunity. If there's an opportunity, we could take a trade and just kind of go from there. So let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is super bearish at this point. Yesterday we got on a perfect sell opportunity on the live stream. Remember, I told you guys we were looking at GJ sells, and we were able to profit from that as well. We're coming at a level of support here, and I want you guys to realize this as well too. So this is a level that I do want to keep in mind as where price could potentially come down to. We know on the higher time frames we are in an upwards, you know, I would say an upwards, slight upwards trend. It's not perfect, but you know, we finally broke out of this range. So let's narrow it down now down to the 1 hour and see where we are. You know, what can we look for? And so what we can see here, even from London session, so we've got 7, we've got 6 a.m., we've got 5 a.m. So all of London, we had that strong push. And so if you realize here, guys, something which is crazy, because this was yesterday's live stream, and I told you guys, hey guys, we should be looking for sells. We got the sells we really wanted. And so we're at a point though here where you know, I was also looking at potential sells here with GJ. But I didn't want to take this before I go to sleep, just because sometimes I take it, and if I take it, I'll do really, really low risk, because look at this. Typically my stop losses are anywhere between, I would say, 20 to 25, sometimes even 30 pips max. And that's just like a personal thing. That's what I personally like or feel comfortable with in terms of like what I'm willing to risk. And so what we can see though is price literally, if we would have got in here, which was something I was looking at, we would have have to put at least a stop loss of about 35 pips, which in turn is not too bad. Like we would have woken up to around over 90 pips, you know what I mean, profit. But this was something I was looking at like last night's live stream, and you can see that price ended up going exactly as we thought. However, I will tell you, I did not take this trade, so I won't take any credit for it. But that's just kind of my overall outlook that I had. However, what can we look at now? What I'm expecting, to be honest, with GJ is some sort of a retracement. However, we do need to be mindful of something. It's not looking like we've got a huge strong momentum. There was some struggle for price to actually come back down. So the bulls were really, really ramping things up. Now we need to realize something. Okay. Typically what I would tell you is let's wait for the pullback. Okay. And then let's continue to sell. What we do need to realize is that we might get either one of two things. Price will probably retrace a little bit and then continue to fall to this level of support. And then at this level of support, we can start looking at a counter trend pullback. So we, not counter trend, but like short term pullback to this level. And then we take our profits and run. The reason being I'm saying that is because one or two things could happen when price comes back up here. It either breaks above this level and then we get a nice clean continuation to the upside, which is kind of what we're expecting for GJ anyways. Or we could get a rejection of that level. So we'd probably be taking profits on the pullback. So that's just something that we could be looking at. And again, if we narrow it down to the 1 hour, again, you can see it is a little bit bearish. The bears are in control still. The bulls are fighting. And so what I want to see is some sort of, like I said, some sort of a, bullish price action forming so that we can probably get in on this pullback. And this pullback does have a little bit of juice. So let's say we were to get in here on a buy and we kind of target this up high, this level here, which is a level of resistance past support. We'd be looking at about 65 pips, guys, overall. So it's not too bad. But again, I want to see bullish price action. At least I want to see this candle or the following candle to look a little bit more bullish, because look at this, right? Price could do anything at any given time. So if we look at, for example, this candle here, that's one bullish candle. Look at the next candle, looks bearish. And then what happened? The next candle just fell. So that's a similar thing here, right? Look at this. We've got a bullish candle, and then look, following candle looks bearish. So as traders, what do we have to do is be calm, wait. For example, yesterday we took a trade on Euro USD. We caught some pips, and that's it. We ran, and you move on, guys. Like you have to realize that sometimes during the week, you'll get a lot of it'll be a really profitable week, and there'll be weeks as traders where, okay, you know what, it's you will face some struggle, and that's just part of the game. You know what I mean? However, if you know how to manage your risk and you know how to approach the markets, in a right way, you will see success, guys. Trust me. It just takes time, and I know that time is it just sucks having to wait. Okay, so let's continue on here on GU. What are we looking at GU? So GU, we're actually expecting it to hold that level of resistance. That's why we can see that price did pull back up exactly how we hoped for or looked for. And then we got a potential rejection, but I didn't feel as confident to get back in on this this area of resistance. So when the British pound versus the US dollar came back up, and it rejected this level, when I saw this, because this was last night, this was around like our move that we had here, I wasn't confident enough for me to get back in on sells. So what we want to see is bearish price action, especially when we come to this level, and we want to see heavy wick rejection. So price struggling to push higher, for example, for us to actually start looking for a continuation of sells. So in this case, we could see that price actually ended up piercing above it. And so what are we looking at? We're seeing price kind of consolidate at this moment. This is the 1 hour time frame. If we narrow it down to the 30, we can see that price has been kind of just hanging in there a little bit. And what I can expect potentially is GU to continue to probably come up to these highs over here. It could be a possibility. And so yeah, we already got a rejection there at 0.50, 0.618. And then, like I said, overall, you can see my extension here. We could see that price could be coming up to at least our level that I marked off here, 0.618 at these highs. And then if we were to see how much of a range we have, so going over here, that's about 56 pips. However, I would wait for a little bit better entry, because this is too much of a gap here. So maybe there could be a possibility that GBP/US might come back down a little bit more once more before it actually pushes to the upside. If it comes down to the bottom here at this major level of support, okay, and it rejects that level, then that's an even better confirmation that price is not willing to go down lower. And the fact that it rejects this level over here once more, that is an extra confirmation, but it is a better entry. So to be honest, I wouldn't get in on buys here, because if price were to push me back, let's say I do my typical 20 pip stop, like let's say price comes down to here, it wicks me out right away, right? So as traders, we just have to be a little bit more patient. Now let's see this candle here, that's at 5:30 a.m. That would have been a good entry. However, not all of us are up here at 5:30 a.m. looking at the chart. So it is what it is. Sometimes you'll win, sometimes you won't. In that case, but that's what we're here for, guys. We're here to look at the markets. We're here to take advantage of the markets and get our money and run. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. If you understand that explanation, please let me know. Please let me know you're understanding it. If you are, guys, smash that like button below. And also, you know, welcome to all the new members, guys. We're live every single day. So if you're looking to join the family, consider subscribing. If you're looking to advance in your trading, maybe you need a community that you can count on, a community that, you know, is here to help you out, you know what I mean? So also make sure you guys check out our Telegram group. We have an amazing community on there as well. So welcome. Okay, so we're gonna move on here. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. GU. If we took a look at the Australian dollar, look at that. Look at the Australian dollar, guys. Look at my arrows. I literally had this from last night. Look at my arrow. Pull back, and then look, pushing back up. So yeah, so this literally went exactly as expected in this case, so that's pretty good. And again, remember, I'm not, when I say exactly as expected, I'm not saying it's always gonna go that way, you know what I mean? But you know, we could at least see that, okay, you know what we're analyzing is respecting overall kind of like what we're expecting, you know what I mean? We're looking at the probabilities, right? But remember that the market will do anything at any given time, so it's not going to respect your analysis all the time, but it's more of like knowing how to approach everything, right? So okay, give me 1 second here. So yeah, so it seems like we got a nice rejection there. We held that level of support, which is perfect. And now we should see AUUSD. So let me go up to the higher time frames. Let's see what we can see here. So that looks pretty clear. And to be honest with you, on the higher time frames, I'm expecting AUUSD to probably come up to these highs again. So we're kind of back to square one in the sense that we're back into this range, which is fine. Yeah, which is fine. However, we could actually bounce back from this level here too. So that's something we do have to just be mindful. This is also a level of support. And so if we realize one or two things could happen, if we get rejection of this level, which is looking very like it's not looking bullish, guys, if that makes sense. We see weakness in the market, you know. So we see that the bears are fighting. And at this point, really, the bulls are still in control, but they're fighting and they're weak, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. So I wouldn't say get in on buys, because I would never tell you get in on buys here. I would probably tell you to get in on buys here. The problem is that that was all the way at 4 a.m. So that was London session. That's what I'm not telling you. But yesterday we saw that, right? That was the overall expectation, right? So that's what we're looking at there for now. Let's just kind of wait and see what ends up happening there. Let's go back to our British pound pairs. Okay, see, we're getting that push to the upside. And then GJ, I think GJ's it's setting up here, guys, for buys. It's setting up here for buys. All right, I think I would get in now, because this is a good pullback that I was telling you. Manage your risk, guys. This is it. Please manage your risk. Let's go. There we go. Yeah, it's good. And then we'll put our stop there. 25 pip stop. Oh, shoot. Target these sides over here. Probably, I'd say even here. So that's about 52 pips. Okay, I'll let it do its thing. We'll reference back. Actually, you know what? Let me just make sure I have the. Okay. Welcome guys. Welcome to all the new members. Let's go. Guys, make sure you smash that like button for me, guys. We're at 10 likes. Can we get it to 15? Let's go. Okay, so yes, let's go. Oddcad looking interesting. Tom Brooks, let's go. We'll take a look at that as well in a second. VV, let's go Kunis, let's get it. All right, guys, so let's just let it run. That's kind of where we're at. We are at a level of support for GJ, and we just kind of set and forget. So we'll probably wait. It is early too. It's 7:35. We'll probably run into probably like 9 a.m. We'll get that pullback, and we'll go from there. So also I would say probably just to be safe, I would say probably do like a 30 pip stop, something like that. 30 pip stop, and then just leave it. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there. And then so let's move on to our odd pairs again. Look at this. We had a nice move on NZDCHF as well. OddCAD. Let's take a look at OddCAD. What's going on with OddCAD? So let's kind of clear the charts. Overall, I was expecting it to probably start pushing up at this level. However, we are kind of ranging. So give me 1 second here. All right. So we are stuck in this kind of range here for OddCAD. Okay, so let's clear the charts, or actually, you know what, if we go up to the higher time frame, we can kind of see where we're at, and you can see clearly that we were ranging at this bottom level here for quite some time. Okay, and then we have a smaller range over here as well. It's a little bit of a smaller range here. Okay, so what can we expect? We can expect a potential continuation to the upside if we get a nice clean break and closure above. But right now we're still kind of stuck in this range. You can clearly see that there's a fake out. My overall expectation is potentially price could go up. However, you can clearly see that we're still trending sideways. A lot of sideways action here, and what I could see probably for OddCAD, it'll probably come back down to the lows of this range before it really does anything. However, we also see at the lows of this range that this is a level of structure. We could see that it is a level of support, right? Previous level of resistance. You can see resistance here, lots of resistance, right? And then now it's a future level of support. So we may expect at some point, if we get a breakout either below or a breakout above, for price to continue to go higher. I'm expecting it potentially to go higher because we have broken above with a strong momentum push. We did get a huge retracement. However, we are kind of ranging a little bit, and we are at a major level. So this is like, you can see price has rejected this level multiple times, right? As a level of resistance, but also as a level of support over here, right? So right now I would say let's just kind of hold off and see what ends up happening. Even the 30-minute, we could see that probably price is going to start pulling back down, probably to the lows of the range. Could you trade that? Yeah, possibly. If we narrowed it down, let's see, even the 15-minute, you know, it could be a possibility. It seems like we are getting clean rejections of these highs over here. So I would say anything below this level here for OddCAD, we could start looking for sells. So I'd want to see a candle close below, and we could get in on sells. However, if you want to, this is being very conservative, obviously, you know, managing my risk and stuff like that. But if we were to be a little bit more aggressive and you wanted to get in here, right, we're talking about 11 pips. So yeah, 15 pips stop, and then you kind of target the lows. But again, I would assume, see, yeah, the amount of pips you can catch is not that much. So we're talking about a 30 pip gain, and you're risking 15 pips. So you know what I mean? It's one for the other. That's a 2 risk reward ratio. So it's not too bad of a trade, but you can kind of set and forget as well, and kind of let it do its thing there. That's kind of what I'm looking at there for OddCAD, guys. Let's take a look at GBP/NZD. What's going on with GBP/NZD? Let's go back up again. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. We could see that we finally kind of got it broke below this level. You can see sell setups below this level structure, which is kind of what I had set up beforehand. And so what I'm expecting now at this point, we are kind of coming up to this level here where price has respected in the past. So what I want to see is maybe some sort of a retracement. We may see it kind of do a little bit of sideways range. However, if we just wait and see for some sort of a bullish price action, we can expect GBP/NZD to actually pull back. And so if we right now, I don't really see any bullish price action, so I would kind of wait it out and see. If we start seeing like a nice bullish candle form on the higher time frame, so like at least the 1 hour and stuff like that, then that would be a nice clean entry for us to just kind of get back up, at least on the pullback. That's kind of what we're looking at though overall. If you look at the bigger picture, we are still kind of ranging, and then the highlighted box that I have above, which is over here, this is kind of just like a fake out situation that kind of happened. You know, price tried to push up twice, and then it kind of really failed, so it came back into this range. You guys seeing that? Yes, let's go, guys. Smash that like button for me if you enjoyed this live stream, or if you enjoy watching these live streams, but also if you understand what I'm explaining, guys. Okay, so it seems it is pushing just at this level, which is perfect, which is pretty much going in perfect correlation with all the British pound pairs. You can see that everything's kind of pushing down at this point. Even with GU, we could see a retracement at this level, which is kind of what I was telling you guys with GJ. So even if it comes to this level, we should just wait and see price bounce back. So this would be a better entry for you guys to get in, even on GU. Same with GJ at this point. We could see a double bottom form before it actually starts pulling back. So I would say even setting the stops here, so we've got 69, so it's about 30 pips. Yeah, so that's perfect in itself. So a 30 pip stop, and then we just target here about 52 pips. Not the most ideal risk reward ratio. I would like to get in a more higher probable setup, but again, it's something that we can take advantage of for now. Okay, so let's go on. We're at 13 likes, guys. Can we get it to 15? Let's go. We got a question here from MBoss. GBPUSD, should I go for sells? No. The reason why is because what we're looking at here basically is just a potential pullback, right? But we also have to realize that we do have levels of support here. But let's go up to the 1 hour here. I'll show you. So this is a level that price has respected in the past, right? So even if we were to see price kind of respect this level here, I don't really see, you know, much room for you to be able to sell it, if that makes sense. So if you were to sell here, we're talking about, excuse me, 20 pips before price will probably start reacting. And then it is a little bit risky, but I personally wouldn't get into it. I would get into GJ or GU if we see a rejection of this level structure over here. We need to see it reject this level here, okay? But for all we know, it could just probably start reacting here and then come back up, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at there for all the British pound, or more specifically the USD pairs. Okay, so right now with AUD USD, again, we're kind of getting a retracement. We'll see if it holds this level of support. If price holds this level of support, we may see a potential continuation to the upside. If it breaks this level of support here and it comes back down, then that kind of invalidates kind of what we're looking at here. We did get that pullback we wanted, but I don't really see any trade setups yet. Euro USD, what's going on with Euro USD? Let's take a look here. Euro USD on the 4 hour. We had a perfect buy trade setup here, guys, on Euro USD. And so right now, what I'm looking at is Euro USD, we're getting a retracement. So we're getting a rejection pretty much at that level where I told you guys to take profit. And so even if we go up to the daily, let's take a look at the daily, what's going on here. So yeah, this is a nice candle confirmation, especially after trending to the downside from this downwards channel. We are getting a nice rejection or holding of that level of support, kind of where we were expecting it anyways, a little bit lower than we would have thought. So it's kind of at this level, it's as opposed to this level of support. That's where you saw a little bit of indecision there. So I would say, you know, we are kind of respecting this level of support here, and we are getting that bullish candle form here on the daily. So that's pretty good, that's pretty significant. And then even here on the 4 hour, we are seeing kind of price definitely bouncing back from this level of structure. Now, we may see something like this happen where we may get Euro USD come back down to this level, okay, before it actually starts pushing up. So that's something that we do have to realize, that we may see price kind of do something like this, where it's kind of like some sort of a double bottom, where it will come back down, bounce off of this level of support, and then finally start moving up to the upside, which should kind of give us that confirmation that, hey, you know, the next candle is the one candle on the daily that's actually going to be bullish and close bullish. And then that'll be an even stronger confirmation for us to actually start looking at potential continuation to the upside. And, you know, it'll kind of go in perfectly with, you know, respecting this kind of upwards trajectory that we have going on here, right? So we'd get maybe one more push back down here, but we'll see a rejection of this level of support and probably form some sort of a double top. So in itself, that's kind of what I'm looking at here on the 4 hour. And so like even short term wise, like let's say if we go down to the 30-minute, we may see some sort of a, you know, rejection of this level. So we could probably start seeing perfect sell opportunity short term, and we can kind of sell and target the lows over here. So even assuming we were to get in here and we, you know, we set our stops here, we say, you know, 25 pips stop. If I see price go up higher, okay, if I were to see price come up higher, let's say it comes up here, it's already officially invalidating my overall analysis. Okay, it's invalidating my bias, right? It's invalidating my entire setup. So it just completely invalidates it. That's why I put this stop loss here, because if price is going up here and it stops out, then that's it. It is what it is. You move on. And so, you know what I mean? It's totally normal, guys, to get losses. You know what I mean? There's no trader that is 100% wins. It's just not going to happen. It's part of the game. But it's how you react to the loss and how you manage the loss. You know what I mean? And so, you know, that's what I'm here to teach you guys. I'm here to support you guys every step of the way. And I want you guys to know that you can count on our community to be able to help you guys out. You know what I mean? We're here every single day, guys, live. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the new members that are just joining in, guys. If you are new to the channel, make sure you consider subscribing below. And also don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications. Also, I will mention this, guys. If you are new to the channel, if it's your first time here, please introduce yourself. Please let me know at least your name or username, whatever you want. Just introduce yourself. Let us know where you're joining us from, guys. What country are you joining in from? You know what I mean? We'd love to hear from you. And so, yeah, take a look at this, guys. This is a decent trade, not kind of like my, you know, ideal setup, but it's not too bad. Like we could kind of target the lows. Like we're not really risking too much here. 25 pips, and we could look at Euro USD sells at this point. Yeah, this is, I mean, another opportunity. We could catch, you know, 50 pips, nice and easy. I would say, yeah, so this is a level of resistance. So even here, if we kind of narrow it down a little bit, so that's what I'm saying. It's not the risk reward at 1.6, not the most ideal. I like to get, you know, at least 1.3, 2.5, 3 risk reward ratio. So I'd love to get a little bit more. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. So we'll leave it as is for now, but if you want to, you know, get into something like this quick, you can. And the most important thing, guys, is once we're already in a couple pips profit, like, you know, it's 10, let's say 10, 15 pips profit, we move our stop loss to entry, and officially, to be honest, it's a risk-free trade. So we could just call it a day, done. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at there. GJ, we should be getting a bounce back. So we are getting a bounce back, like I said. We'll let it do its thing, though. Same with GU. We should see price start to slowly either, you never know. It might just kind of range. It might be a range day for GU, but we'll come back either way and we'll see. So, okay, so let's continue on here. Free humanity, bueno, let's go, bro. We've got Sayahul, gold. Yeah, we kind of went over gold, eh? So I'm expecting gold to pull back. So if we get a pullback at this point, it seems like we're getting some sort of a pullback price action. Remember, we do have some resistance here. So we always want to look to the left to see where we are in the markets, and always look at the higher time frames to be able to get an understanding of what we can expect, guys. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now for gold. I'm expecting some sort of a retracement, and then we can expect a nice clean continuation for gold, because we are looking pretty bullish right now. So like I said, I want to just see some sort of a retracement. I had my moving averages here and it seems like it got erased. Perfect. Either way, I don't really use them, but it is handy to have. Let me just pull this off here so you guys can see how you even do it too. So we will do so the length here would be 50. Let's start with the 50 moving average. I like to do the 50. I like to put it green, so I'll put green, and then the thickness, let's say the thickness would be kind of there we go. So there's our 50 moving average. It's an SMA, so let's leave it as is. Okay, we'll do an SMA there, and then we're gonna do let's do the 20 moving average. The length will be 20. You want to put 20, okay guys? And remember, we want to keep it as simple. You guys know the way I trade, on my trading style, the way we approach the markets, you guys always know, is keeping it as simple as possible. And that's what we've been able to see, the success that we have. And you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at there. So there you go. Those are my same moving averages that I had. You guys have seen this. You're pretty familiar with it. So what I'm expecting, you can see here on the 30-minute, even on the 1 hour, I'm expecting probably gold at some point to come back and see some sort of a retracement. Even here right now, there's a little bit of like, look at my kind of this like upwards line that I have. I wouldn't say it's an upwards trend yet, but this kind of upwards line that I have, we can see that gold is starting to fail to create new lower lows. So definitely the direction that we're seeing is to the upside. We just need to expect some sort of a retracement. That's what I'm looking at for now, guys. I'll keep you guys in the loop. We're here live anyways. And so yeah, let's go. Tom Brooks, love the look of Euro CAD. Morning, Pops. Let's go. Let's go. We got Pops here. Morning, Dad. Love you. Love you. Thank you for supporting me always. Okay, so we've got Encore, love from India. Let's go, Encore. Welcome, my man. Welcome. Happy to see you. Ventec, let's go. Let's go. If CAD-USD had a retracement, it should continue to the upside. Yeah, I haven't seen CAD-USD, but yeah, let's take a look at CAD-USD. GJ's going good, guys. Our trade on GJ. GU, unfortunately, as much as I love GU, it's kind of ranging sideways right now, so we'll see what happens. We do have a cross of the moving averages, so to be honest with you, to be fair, I think it'll probably keep going up just as it is from where it is right now. Maybe it's not gonna come back down. Could happen, guys. Sometimes that does happen, so you just have to realize that. Okay, let's take a look here. We were looking at Tom. Let's go, Tom. Euro CAD. Let's take a look at Euro CAD, my man. Euro CAD. I know, Tom, you're able to catch really good opportunities. Tom's been already a part of the family for quite some time, guys. So I know a lot of my family members here are you know, you've been able to grow as individuals, as traders, and I'm very proud of you guys, you know, of what you guys have been able to accomplish, your growth, your journey. And like I said, guys, you know, maybe it's your first time here, and I want you guys to know that you have a community here that you can count on, a community which is huge, guys, because I know when I first started, it was definitely a lonely road. I had the support of my family always supported me, my parents, my wife, everyone, my sister-in-laws, everything, my sister. But like I always say this, you know what I mean? It can be a lonely road, and that's why I was so encouraged after when I had you know, that even the conversation with a friend of mine, you know, that I went when we went to Mexico just recently, me and the wife, and he said, Pedro, you don't need to know that you know it all to be able to really create an impact on someone else's life. And that really changed my perspective, because like before I was like, yeah, I want to do YouTube. I really like to become a YouTuber one day, but I never had a like a narrowed focus and be like, this is what I know, this is what I specialize in, this is what I could do to help you. You know what I mean? And so being able to finally discover and realize, man, like that's true. Like and I thought, I was like, do people really want to hear what I have to say? Then I had, like I said, I had, you know, family friends. I had, you know, my parents' friends reaching out, like people that, like, you know, like these people had money to invest, and they're like, hey, like, you know, I heard you do trading, like you're into this crypto thing, and you know, and this, and I'm like, yeah, like, you know, like, but then I was like, you know what, like, and I was willing to help out, but then I was like, I can't help out everyone out individually. You know what I mean? I can't like explain this to one person and then the other people would reach out and be like, hey, like, how do I get started? How do I invest in this? You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not here as a financial advisor, obviously, but I'm here to kind of like share my knowledge that I've learned over this time. You know what I mean? And I just want to be able to help you guys in your journey. And like I said, it's been such a blessing to be able to see how much people have been impacted, and you know, in any way, you know what I mean, in any simple way. That could be even like just from looking at the charts, or you know, how or just your psychology. If I've, you know, helped you out in any way, you know, I just want you to know that that makes me very happy, and I'm so happy to hear that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So guys, we were expecting some sort of retracement. I'm just deleting this here now because it's irrelevant, but we were expecting some sort of a retracement a little bit earlier, but we got a stronger move on EuroCAD. So this is looking pretty juicy. It seems like we are holding this level of support, so I can expect actually EuroCAD to probably reject this level and probably come back up to these highs potentially and retest before it actually goes down lower. However, on the 4 hour, this is looking really, it's lining up really nicely. As you guys can see, we already had this drawn up nicely. So even on the daily, we can expect a nice potential retracement to the downside after we retest. So we have to expect some sort of a retest. Price may come back up to the upside, and that's kind of what we're looking at there for now. So yeah, so excuse me. So we'll see what ends up happening at this point. You can see that there's no movement. Obviously right now, this is not a pair that I want to be really trading, but we can see that we're just kind of sideways action for now. Tom Brooks, let's go. CAD USD is looking bullish. Okay. Let's take a look at CAD USD. Yeah, so CAD USD is, yeah, so if we go up to the daily, yes it is. Yeah, we're getting some nice bullish action here. So we can see that this could be a level that we may target as a high, or a level that we definitely want to see. Give me 1 second, guys. That's definitely a level that we want to see. But first I want to see it break above this level and close above it, that we can start looking for a continuation to the upside. 4 hour time frame, right? It is definitely looking definitely looking like it's pushing above. Tony, let's go. Good morning, Pedro. Let's go. We've got Sajid here. Let's go. Yes, got the thumbs up, guys. If you guys understood this explanation, guys, smash that like button for me. Also, if you're new to the family, guys, consider subscribing. Really do appreciate all of you guys coming in and supporting the channel. Guys, we're so close to we are so darn close to 1,000 subscribers. So I really do appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. Welcome to all the new family members, guys. Welcome to La Familia. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking at CAD-GPY. So yeah, it is looking pretty bullish, guys. Let's go, guys. We're at 20 likes. Let's go. Can we get it to 30 likes, guys? Can we get this live stream to 30 likes? And also, I'm pretty much almost at 950. Can we get it to 950 subscribers as well? Anyways, guys, I appreciate the support. It's not really about the subscribers. It's more of a just, you know, the support and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate the love and support I've received either way. And so yeah, it's kind of what we're looking at there for CAD USD. So we'll see, and we'll come back, we'll reference back. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. Let's take a look at NAS. What's going on with NAS? 4 hour, we are looking at pretty bullish, guys. I'll be honest, this 4 hour is looking bullish. Daily is looking bullish. Yeah, we may see a final break above this resistance area. Let's see here, the 4 hour. So now this is kind of looking like a nice ascending wedge pattern formation. So what we can expect is one of two scenarios, guys. This is crucial. We get price push up, so it'll look something like this. So we got a nice strong momentum push once we get around like New York Open and all that type of stuff. Once we get busy and the market opens, I would say a nice strong momentum push. We'll probably get a strong push here, and then we get on the retracement, and then we can expect a continuation to the upside. That's kind of what I'm looking at for now when it comes to this with NAS. Give me 1 second here. I don't know why it's doing that. Or the next scenario, I don't know why it's not staying, but the next scenario would be a break below, and then we get on the retracement, on the pullback, and then we can expect a continuation to the downside. That is the next scenario that we could expect. So that's what I'm saying. We're kind of at a crucial level where price is starting to narrow, and we could see something like that. But overall, it is kind of looking a little bit bullish. So we can expect a bullish continuation to the upside. I'll leave it like that, and then I got to see why that's not working after. I'll reference back to that in a bit. Welcome guys to all of our new members. Welcome to La Familia. Super excited to have you guys. Let's go. If it's your first time here, guys, like I said, feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Yes, guys, I do appreciate the support. You know, if you have other people or friends, yes, we got Pops here, other friends or people that are looking to learn, let me know also, guys, if you have any friends that are, you know, looking to trade as well, guys, you know, bring them in, you know, introduce them to the family, and, you know, share these live streams. You know, if you find them helpful in any way, you know, I appreciate the love. That's a great way of supporting me as well, you know. And like I said, you know, my whole objective is to be able to support you guys, you know what I mean? And it's a driven purpose, guys. When you're doing something that you enjoy, and then being able to say, you know what, I'm going to focus on, you know, my YouTube, and focus on my trading, and focus on, you know, providing all this value and creating an impact. It's such a blessing, you know what I mean, in that sense. So being able to create an impact to other people that may be able to bless their families, you know what I mean, may be able to get ahead, may be able to have that extra income that they're hoping for. And being able to create this is such a blessing for so many. And I know that it's been a blessing for me to be able to even just learn how to trade. It's been crazy. So okay, we got a couple comments here, guys, before we continue on. Let's go. I can't pronounce your name properly, my man, but I'm gonna just say Prinkle. That's the last name. You just said hi, so hello, welcome. JJ Games, saludos desde Venezuela. Veo todos tus directos y aprendo. Good job. Hey, saludos, mi amigo. I literally just kind of translated it in Spanish. Well, said it in Spanish. But welcome, amigo. Bienvenido. Muchas gracias. Agradezco el apoyo. Estamos aquí para apoyarnos. Ese es el objetivo. And just said thank you so much in Spanish. Thank you for supporting. And you know, it's all about supporting each other. So welcome, JJ. Okay, Jason Baker, let's go. We got Jason Baker. I believe I could try to remember. I think my man's from California. We got Jason Baker from California, if I'm not wrong. I try to remember. I try to have a good memory as much as I can. So welcome, my man. I'm super happy to have you a part of the family as well. We've got Bright here asking about GJ. Yeah, let's take a look at GJ, because I know we got into this trade. GJ, guys, we're already in profits at this point. So I'd say even right now, you'd probably want to take at least, I would say, partials. I know it's not much, but at least just because we are doing a counter trend trade. So we just have to manage our risk. So even if you made 5, 10, 20, doesn't matter. If you did a full lot and you made $100, it's $100. But we are in a counter trend trade, so just please trade with caution. Yeah, so again, remember, we're counter trend trade. We were pushing to the downside on London session. Just, I would say, move your stop loss to entry at this point, make it officially a risk-free trade, and we would be floating right now about 20 pips. Yeah, floating 20 pips. So it's up to you if you want to take your profit. That's about $200. I didn't do a full lot this time, but right now I am floating in profit. So it's up to you guys. Manage your risk. Okay, that's all I want. I want you guys to manage your risk. Okay, I don't want you guys to lose money. So what I would do is I'm moving my stop losses to entry. Okay, so making it a risk-free trade, and I'm letting it run, and I'm taking some partials. Let's go. Yeah. So if you're trying to get in now, do not get in now, guys. Just it is what it is. You move on. Again, remember what I told you guys. If you're wondering, this is not my most ideal trade setup. My ideal trade setups from the past have been literally other opportunities where we're talking about minimum 80 pips, 100 pips, 150 pips. That's what we're looking at. But this was just like a nice quick, you know what I mean, scalp within less than, 20 minutes. We got in, got our 20 pips and run. And then, like I said, when you move your stop loss to entry, at this point, does it really matter if it hits your stop loss? No, because you don't lose anything. I'm teaching you how to manage your risk, guys. And then what happens if it actually goes up to our highs and we reach 50 pips? There you go, right? So it's a win-win at this point, guys. So we leave it as is for now. That's kind of what we're looking at, guys. 20 pips profit on GJ alone today on the live stream. Perfect. We've gotten so many other opportunities in the live stream, so make sure you guys stick around. But not only that, I'll keep you guys in the loop. Okay. All right, Jason Baker. Yeah, from Jamaica. There we go. Okay, I mixed it up with someone else. Close. My bad. Okay, so guys, we're at 20 likes. Can we get it to 30 likes? Let's go. Let's take a look at GU. Yeah, so GU went up, okay, but now look at that rejection there. So yeah, I kind of want to stay away from any of the British pound pairs for now. We are getting that rejection there as well. We got a little bit of resistance here. We may expect it to come up to these highs, but right now the way things are looking, I would just kind of take my profits and run. Take your 20 pips and run. A nice quick in and out trade. So Euro CAD ranging, but we're kind of at a bottom level of support. We're expecting some sort of a breakout. So this could be another good potential setup. Euro JPY, we were expecting a sell setup. Look at this, guys. We got Euro JPY break below our ranging area, and we're kind of we have the potential to go down even lower. So 6 o'clock, we are getting a retracement here. 8 o'clock. So I'm expecting actually Euro JPY to continue to sell. We are getting a nice retracement here at this point, and look at this from yesterday's live stream. When we were on here yesterday, you can see that I had sell setups below this level structure. You can see my notes here, sell setups below level structure, and we are on the 15-minute time frame. So even if we were to get on the 30, we could kind of see that we could target the lows of this range, because on the higher time frames we are ranging sideways. We've broken the middle level of this range, and we've got clear traffic pretty much to the downside. So even if we target, like, let's say these lows here, and we're pretty much at the retracement, we get in over here, that's still 80 pips. So this is actually looking like a decent trade that I would look or consider. Euro JPY, and then so let's say if you were to get in here on sells, right, you set your stop, let's say just a tad bit above here, 25 pips stop, right? The higher the better, guys, because you get a better entry anyway. So let me clear this off here, and then we kind of target the lows. That'll be about probably around 91 pips, because it still has a little bit more potential to go to the downside, right? So yeah, like risk reward ratio 3.5. This is more of a trade setup that I would like. Is it gonna come down right away? No, but it's a good potential trade setup to the downside. Even if we move our moving averages, what do we have? We had a cross over here on the 15, but let's go up to the higher time frames, which is much more significant. Look at this, guys. We got a beautiful cross of the moving averages, the 50 and the 20 moving average. Let me erase this here so you guys can see it better. Look at that cross over there. So I may expect, however, we may get a complex pullback. So that might get us really close to our stop loss. So what I would do is just kind of wait a little bit, see what price does within the next hour or two. And then if we start seeing price come back up and we start getting a rejection, then we can, probably see a rejection on the 20 moving average. And then this would be a nice opportunity for sells. Okay. We know we're in a range. We would just literally be targeting the bottom of the range, but overall, guys, this is looking like a good potential sell setup on Euro JPY. Okay. Welcome, guys. Look at that opportunity. That's a nice opportunity on Euro JPY. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. But yeah. Guys, give me 1 second, okay? I will be right back. Guys, if you enjoyed that explanation, smash that like button for me, guys. And if you already smashed the like button, give me a nice fire emoji in the chat box below, guys. I really do appreciate all the love and support, guys. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yeah, so you could already see it's already starting to retrace a little bit from where we would have wanted to get in. So again, if you can manage your risk if you want, it's a longer term trade, to be honest. And then I would set kind of 25 pip stop. Even if we take like TP1 above here, that's still about, let's say around here, because that'd be level there. That's still 50 pips, so that's still not too bad. But I'm expecting it to probably come back a little bit higher, just a tad bit higher, and reject the 20 moving average. Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there for now. We'll circle back to that. And that is on Euro JPY. Euro GBP. Okay, what's going on with Euro GBP? So Euro GBP is looking, to be honest, a little bit bearish. Even though we were trending to the downside, we had that strong momentum to the downside. We had also that kind of like downwards push. However, we're kind of at a crucial level pretty much where even on the daily, we are seeing still a little bit of bearishness. We're seeing a potential close or cross of the moving averages here. We're holding up here as much as we can. So if I don't see price hold this level, if I see price hold this level of resistance and I don't see price break above, then we can start looking for sells at this point. Because we have kind of broken a tad bit below this level of support. We could see the Euro GBP continue to go down a little bit lower. And to be honest, to be fair, let's put it this way, it's not really looking bullish. Like this type of price action that we see here is not, you know what I mean, bullish, right? So at this point, what I would do is just kind of wait it out. And we want to see even more of a, I would say at least a more stronger bearish candle formation. If we see strong bearish candle formation, close bearish, then we can expect a continuation to the downside. That's kind of what I'm looking at. This is the 4-hour time frame. Like I said, it's the overall price action is just looking bearish overall. We are kind of stuck in this sideways action, kind of like consolidation area. Like I said, I want to see at least for Euro GBP break below this level, at least this lower candle here. Yeah, even here, like this was a fake out, to be honest. So really anything below here, but I'd say anything below this level over here would be a safe bet for sells on your GBP. And again, it would be longer term sells too, because we do have, this is the hard time frame. Yeah, like we do have a lot of room to the downside. Like look at this clean traffic here. So we do have a lot of, you know, we could target down here. This could be one level over here. And then another level would be probably like over here. So there's still a lot of room and a lot of potential to the downside, guys. We just have to be mindful of that, okay? But overall, what are we doing, right? We've kind of broken out of this downwards channel or downwards, yeah, it could be a channel actually, downwards channel or downwards trend line. And you would think we're looking for buys, right? But no, we're actually looking at some sideways action, some consolidation. So at this point, what we have to do is just kind of wait it out, guys. Ride it out and kind of go with the flow, okay? That's what we're looking at there. USD CHF, we had price come back up. We were looking at sells previously, I remember this, and then we kind of broke back into this range, and then we got a melt. Price actually melted to the downside. So at this point, what we could see, let's kind of go up to the higher time frames. We could see one of two things. If we break below, we get another retest and do the same thing again on this retest, see if price rejects, and that way we can continue to go down further. We could see that clearly their overall direction after kind of trending to the upside for quite some time is starting to shift. And we could see that, you know, price is starting to change its overall, yeah, direction. Let's put it that way. And so we could see that we are starting to shift to the downside at this point. Even the 1 hour, we could see that it's overall bearish. You know what I mean? We are starting to create lower highs. So that's kind of what we're looking at there in itself, guys. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. So GJ, we got our 20 pips and we ran. At this point, do you see how that retracement happened there? That's how we just get our money and run. It is a more of a pullback, and you know, we got our money and we just took advantage of the markets, and that's it. Take your money and run, guys. That's how you want to manage your risk, though. The fact that we were able to get into this trade, we took our 20 pips, told you guys to take profits or whatever, and moved our stop loss to entry. That's it. Then the rest, guys, you sit back, you laugh, you do whatever the heck you want, guys. I'm telling you. When you do it this way, it's crazy how profitable you can become. I'm telling you guys how it's crazy. It's powerful, because you're managing your risk. And you know, I know you probably hear a lot of people or whatever, you may hear even me say this all the time, just manage your risk, right? Traders will always tell you that, because it is the truth. If you don't manage your risk, guys, okay, we got a cross here. Price may continue to go higher for GBP US. Kind of what we expected anyways. It is just overall just a little bit too volatile this morning. But if you manage your risk, guys, I'm telling you, you know, if you got $100 account or if you got a $500 account, consider actually, you know, for once or whatever the case is, because you know, I've been there, we've all been there, where you just want to try and multiply that account as fast as possible. You want to try and flip that account as fast as possible. You can, but you just have to understand, the more you try to risk more, hoping that you can flip that account, the more quicker you're going to blow it. You know what I mean? But once you kind of cool off and you're like, okay, fine, I give up. I'm just going to really start taking things more serious, and I'm not going to just get into a trade just to get in. I'm not just going to try and overtrade just to overtrade because I want to flip this account. Trust me, you will come back and say thank you to me, because you'll come back and realize, you know what, he was right. Instead of, for example, this trade setup, let's say you have $1,000 or whatever, and let's say you're doing your counts smaller, right? And let's say you're doing like, I don't know, let's say you're doing 0.10. If you do 0.10 and let's say price goes against you, an example, and it hits your stop loss, okay, and you do a 0.10, if this was a full lot, you would lose $200. If you do a 0.10, that would be, I think it would be probably, it wouldn't even be, I think it would be probably $20 you'd lose, I think, max at most. But if price goes in your favor, let's say 50 pips, that's going to be $500 on a full lot, okay? But let's say your account's $500 and you're trying to flip it and you put a full lot. If price goes against you 20 pips, you're losing $200. That's more than half of your account gone, guys. If you do a 0.10 lot, 0.10, which is what I'm telling you, which would be a little bit more reasonable in terms of managing your risk, you only lose 20 and you could potentially gain your $500 account $50. So yes, for you, you might be like, well, I want to make 500. Yes, but $50 a day, $50 here, $20 here, $80 here, $100 there, you will multiply that account to $1,000 in less than a week. If you have literally three to four trades that you take during the week that go in your favor and you catch 20 pips here, like we did this morning, quick. Not the most ideal. You guys have seen, sometimes we've caught like 50, 100 pips. We've caught in 80 pips. We've caught 120 pips. But the fact that we got in a quick scalp, look at this. Look at this, how price is going really from the area where I was like, okay, well, we may see a push to the downside, but we may see price just go up from here. That's literally what I said. You know, we might see price come back down here, but I was like, you know what? Based off of what I was seeing with the candles, I was like, we might just see it continue to go higher. Now, did I say I got in? No, I didn't get in, because at this point, it's to me personally, the risk is much more higher, and I just don't want to take that risk personally. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. We got Tom Brooks. Let's go, Tom. Shout out to Tom. OddCAD, nearly a buy for account, very bullish. 40 minutes to close. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take a look at OddCAD, Tom. Let's go. Shout out to Tom. He's one of our family members here from Australia. Let's go. Guys, look at this. It's going exactly as expected. Okay, did I get in this trade? I did not get in this trade, but I'm just showing you what you can expect of the markets. Okay, again, right, we catch this now. For example, your account's at 600, you made $50. Then the last trade that we took on GJ, that's another let's say you would have made $20. Done. So now you're up $70 for the day. Let's do that tomorrow. Let's repeat and see that. If tomorrow we go in and boom, we lost $10. Okay, it hit our stop loss. But do you feel the impact as much? No, because you know that for your account, if you lose $20, that's what you're willing to lose to potentially make 50. Let me tell you, the risk reward ratio at that point is definitely worth making the $50. I'd rather get the $50 than blow $200. Just because I want to take that at that point. I remember when I followed my broker. One of my mentors here in Toronto, and he told me something. He said, Pedro, see, the thing is, a lot of people, they like to get into trades and they don't realize you have to manage your risk, otherwise you're gambling. He would always laugh after. He would literally laugh and just start laughing. He's like, you know, he's like, otherwise you're gambling. And then he would just start laughing. He's like, you don't want to gamble. He's like, you always want to know what your risk is. You always want to manage it, and you always want to, you know, control basically what you can control. You can't control the markets, guys. Remember the example of the train I gave you. The train is going one certain direction. You can't shift the train off the rails and be like, I'm looking for buys because I want gold to go for buys. You can't do that. We can only just hop onto the train, go into the direction the train is going, and follow it, and then get off when we need to, right? If we need to get off a certain direction, we get off the train, right? If we want to get off at Vancouver, you best bet I'm going to get off the train once it arrives at Vancouver. I'm not going to stay on it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of an example there. Ventec, my Forex broker doesn't let me change my lot size. That is completely weird, my man. That is so weird. I've never heard that before. What is your lot size? Like, what are you throwing at on your lot sizes when you do it? That's so weird, by the way. But depends who your broker is, I guess. Welcome, guys, to all the new members. Welcome to La Familia. Super excited to have you guys here. Always gonna tell you guys, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. We're at 20 likes. Let's go. Can we get it to 30? Let's get it to 30 likes, guys. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. And like I said, all the new members that are just joining in, guys, make sure you guys hit the notification bell, little notification icon, and hit all notifications. Guys, I'm going to leave the link to our free Telegram group as well, guys. I love how our community is supporting each other. And I think that's huge. You know, I like I always say, even in the chat box, I'm like, guys, please be respectful with each other. But the whole point is to help each other as a community. For example, let's say someone's confused about, I don't know, brokerage. Or let's say someone's confused about, like, why is my trading view not working? Or why is my MT4 messing up? The nice thing about it is that I'm finding that you guys are answering each other's questions and you're supporting each other. That's the whole point of building a community, that you can, if you're confused, if you're lost, if whatever, you can go into our Blessed Traders Academy. It's free to join, by the way, and literally just share your ideas and be like, yo, I'm looking at this or whatever, or like, yo, do you guys know how to figure this out or whatever, right? One way or another, someone's going to answer your question. And we're here to support you guys each and every step of the way. So I look forward to seeing you guys join my free Telegram group. The link is in the chat box. I just put it in there. Also, I've got my website all set up too. Link is in the video description as well. And so, yeah, let's continue on, guys. So what are we looking at overall? So we could see that even GU is going in our favor. Like I said, remember, I said this before in the past. We got a clean rejection here of the 20 moving average. It is going in our favor at this point. We're human. Like, you're gonna get the typical feelings of FOMO and stuff like that. It is what it is, guys. Just control your emotions. Like right now, I'll be honest, this looks juicy, and I wish I would have just got in when I told you guys to get in here. But it is what it is, right? You move on and go from there. Same with here with GJ. At this point, we're in a risk-free trade. We took our money and we ran. You know what I mean? At this point, and for those that kind of left some running, there you go. At this point, you're not losing anything because it's your stop losses at your entry, right? So that is a nice way to approach the markets. Nice way to look at things. Remember, I told you guys here, AUUSD, it may hold this level of support. We got the pullback here, holding this level of support. This would have been a good buy. I didn't tell you guys to buy, unfortunately, but this would have been a good buy here on itself. We're already up 18 pips here if anyone would have got into that trade. But overall, looking at 65 pips, may see it continue to go higher, I'll be honest. And if we look here, you could do like a nice, that's not too bad. That's tight, 15 pip stop. This is a good potential setup there, guys. So even, I wouldn't say get in now, but wait for some sort of a small little, if you see the candles move like 50%, get in there. Target the highs here. That's 57 pips. Set your stop loss a tad bit just below this previous high over here. Do you see that high over here? Set that your stop loss just a tad bit below. So that would be about even like 16 pips. And then there you go. Look, it's already retracing a little bit. Just getting in there. Even, let's see here, the 1 hour. Yeah, because we're getting back into this area here, right? We're getting back into this range. You see the range on the left-hand side? We got a nice support area here. And so, yeah, I mean, this is good potential to get price to push back up. This same strong move might happen here because we got a nice pullback. Just keep in mind that we will get some sort of retracement eventually. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. But overall, looking pretty bullish. We are getting a retracement. So yeah, this would be a good entry, just a little bit lower. Okay, good. We got out of the GJ. That's perfect. Did you lose anything, guys? No, because you managed your risk. There you go. The importance of managing our risk, guys. I'm telling you, it's crucial. I know some people say all the time, like, oh yeah, you know, this and that. Yeah, but you have to realize this. Okay, EURUSD, we were looking at EURUSD rejecting this level. We haven't got into this trade. I just had it here, but you know, price has already been moving closer and closer. We may see EURUSD come back down once more as long as it respects this level. We are seeing clean rejection. And again, so for example, if we are expecting price to do something like this, let's go up to the 4 hour. 4 hours looking still a little bit bullish, I'll be honest. So yeah, 4 hours still looking a little bit bullish. For me to really realize, we're testing the moving average, the 20 moving average on the 4 hour. I'm expecting it to reject it, to be honest. However, we are piercing about above the 50 moving average on the 1 hour. So yeah, it's I just want to see rejection here, guys. As long as price respects this level of structure, we can expect a nice continuation to the downside. So even if we were to get in here, which is a little bit more aggressive, but remember, the more aggressive, the better, because you get a higher entry, right? That's how you get these sniper entries, is because you're willing to take the risk a little bit earlier. You know, I set my stop at 25 pips. If I see, for example, Euro USD come up higher, I'm getting out, guys. At this point, if I see Euro USD come up higher, that invalidates my trade setup. I'm not going to move my stop loss higher, and I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. That's it, right? And so when you're disciplined and you stick with your trading plan, trust me, guys, you will start seeing the results you truly desire and the results you deserve. You know what I mean? Because trading isn't easy, and it requires a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of discipline. And, you know, you deserve to be able to, you know, get your profits. That's the whole point, right? You want to be able to enjoy your profits. You know what I mean? So, anyways, guys, you guys understanding that? If you are, guys, understanding the overall just like explanation that I'm doing here, guys, let me know. Also smash that like button for me, guys. We're at 21 likes. Can we get it to 30 likes, guys? Let's go. Also, welcome to all of our new members. I just want to personally welcome you. If you're here for your first time, guys, I just want you to know that you've got a community here that you can count on. You have myself. I come here live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I look forward to seeing you guys join the family. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon, that notification bells, and hit all notifications, okay? And that way you get notified even for our evening live streams that we do. So the evenings, I might come on tonight as well, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. Overall, it's still looking bullish, so I don't want to get in yet. See what I mean? At any moment, we can see price push up. Also, we got a cross of the moving averages on the 30-minute. And so that's kind of what we're looking at there. We've got a couple more people here. Bentech, I might switch brokers. Yeah, man. I suggest, especially if it's like that, I would suggest just to switch, man. I've got my broker. It's pretty good. I don't have a link for it, but might let you know if I do have something, because I know they have like promos and stuff like that, and they're pretty good. They're regulated as well, which I like. And they're Australian. Okay, so IMO GJ, please. Yeah, GJ. So GJ at this point, bro, what we're kind of seeing is definitely a push to the downside. So GJ might actually be a nice continuation of sells for GJ. So we may see GJ continue to go down, probably down to these lows. However, yeah, we may see it continue to go down to these lows. However, we may see, so we've got about a 50 pip range. And if price, let's say GJ comes back up, that's about 20 pips. It does leave us a little bit of room. I personally won't get in, but I would probably see GJ coming down a little bit lower. But again, it is a little bit more of a higher risk, because we might get GJ come back up once it actually before it pushes to the downside. So I would kind of stay out right now. I know it's probably not what you'd hope for, but it's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to tell you get in on sells and then it just knocks you out, right? I'd rather not do that. You know, sometimes there will be losses. There is. That's part of the game, but you want to minimize your losses as much as possible. You want to minimize your risk, and so I'd rather tell you right now, we might get GJ come back up. However, if we get GJ come back up to these highs and it rejects it, similar to this, we got a nice candle closure here, then we can expect a continuation to the downside. Overall, this price action that you see here, this is bearish. This candle here closing like that is a strong indication that we may see a continuation to the downside. The thing is, I would have probably hoped to get in above here. So it is what it is, right? Like the problem is like if we would have got in here, right, around 815, and then we set our stop losses over here, then this is a much better risk reward ratio, because our entry is much better. And then we target the lows over here, that's 31 pips, but then we go down to these lower areas, we can expect a continuation. You can already see prices kind of pushing above. It's not really melting all the way. Do you see what I'm saying? So if it does come back up here though, however, like I said, if GJ comes back up to these highs and we see a rejection, I'm probably going to get in too. And we get in here on sells and then call it a day. That is a possibility, but I'm going to just leave it out for now. Gold, yeah, we haven't seen gold yet here. Let's see. Gold, we were expecting some sort of a retracement. It's still pushing a little bit bullish. It is bullish overall though, so to be fair, we already got a wick rejection here on gold, which is good. So we see that wick rejection right there, which pretty much goes in conjunction with our resistance area. So if we can see here, this is our resistance area that we have for gold. And so, you know, we did kind of reject it. We may see some sort of retracement. If we see a retracement on gold, you better bet that if we hold this level of support and we respect this level of support, I'm going to be looking for buys for gold. Okay, guys, that's just my overall expectation. Overall, I will keep you guys in the loop into when I get an entry on gold. Welcome guys. Welcome to all the new members, guys. If you understood that explanation, guys, give me a nice thumbs up, guys. Give your boy a thumbs up, and I really do appreciate the love, appreciate the support, guys. Let's get it. OddCAD buy 15 pips up now. Let's go. Okay, there you go. So it's pushing up. Perfect. We were potentially looking for a push to the downside, but this is good because this was a range. Remember, in a range, anything could really happen. So price is consolidating sideways. What we want to see, let me clear the charts here a little bit, is a potential continuation to the upside and a closure above. This to me is a fake out potentially here. And this to me is just showing me that price was ranging for quite some time here. Okay, do you see that? So what we want to see is price to move up, and we want it to close, and then we want to see a pullback. If we get that pullback and it doesn't close below, similar to what happened with this right here, price, do you see what it did here? It faked us out. If we get that pullback, because we're going to get a pullback, it's going to come down here again. If it comes down here, unless it's really bullish and it pushes above, but if we get that pullback, then we can get back in on bias. It'll be a perfect opportunity. I think it'll probably go a little bit higher though. A little bit higher before we get that pullback. Okay. Let's take a look at the 4-hour candle here. Yeah, good point. Yeah, 4 hours looking very, yeah, we're at a level of support too. So good point. Might have missed that there. Thanks so much, Toms. Looking at so many pairs is very which I don't recommend, guys, because looking at so many different pairs, the problem with that is that you've got so much going on that it kind of dilutes the way you look at the markets. Because I always look at, and that's a good point there, Tom, I always look at the higher time frames. I teach this, you know what I mean? I literally tell you guys, look at the higher time frames, right? We've been ranging. You can see my notes here. Look, what did we see? Range. Look, we had that strong momentum, we had the pullback. Look at here, my arrow. This was a level of support. We're also testing the 50 moving average, right? So, but it is a little bit difficult sometimes because I'm looking at so many pairs at the same time. But good trade there, Tom. Really good trade. Euro USD, again, we're not in it. We want to see some sort of rejection, but also again, if we look at the bigger picture too, and we realize we are at that level of support on the higher time frame. So again, you guys know my overall bias on Euro USD is to the upside. So if we are getting a push above, then we wait for the retest and we continue to go higher. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Welcome to all the new members, guys. I just want to, welcome you personally and just thank you for joining in. You know, maybe it's your first time, guys, or maybe you just struggle with your trading, whatever it is, guys. I want you guys to know that, you're welcome here. We have an amazing community of traders, guys. And, maybe you're looking to connect to community. You're looking to tap in. Whatever the case is, guys, make sure you guys join, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit all notifications. Like I said, we're live here every single day. Also, guys, let's go. Also, guys, if you're new, welcome to the family, but also make sure you introduce yourself. I want to hear where you guys are joining us from, what country. Always like to hear where you guys are from. So we've got Tom Brooks here. I recon EuroCAD is following OddCAD. Odd, NZD, gold, all bullish, strong operations here. Let's go. Opportunities here. Yes, yes. That's how we do it, Tom. Let's go, guys. We're at 25 likes. Can we get it to 30? Let's go, guys. I appreciate all the members that are just joining in, and appreciate you guys as a family. You guys have been a blessing. And not only that, guys, you know, I hope that I've been of help in these live streams. As you guys know, I've seen so many people, you know, reach out to me and tell me, you know what, Pedro, like, I appreciate you coming in live. And, you know, it's a blessing being able to help each and every one of you in any way possible. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just want to thank you guys for tuning in. NZD/USD, we are seeing a continuous push to the upside. So at this point, we didn't break below. We were seeing at a break below of this level of structure. Price didn't end up pushing below. So we are seeing NZD is very, very bullish. Yeah, so this is good. Daily, let's see on the daily. Yeah, it's pretty much coming up to this level that we had looked at last week. Right there. I clear the charts. It's better to clear the charts, guys, to get a little bit more clarity. Even if we look at the 4 hour here, this is definitely starting to look for sure bullish. NZD/USD, we have been trending to the upside. We are also respecting the 20 moving average. We're getting a push. So what we want to do is kind of wait for price to come back down to this level of support, and we can start looking for buy setups. Even on the 1 hour, once we get that strong momentum, then we wait for the pullback, guys. Okay. We wait for the 20 moving average. The 20 moving average will probably come up around here, and then once the 20 moving average is around this area, it'll probably use it as a level support. But overall, NZD, I'm looking at bullish price action to continue to go higher, as well as what's going on here with Australian versus the New Zealand dollar is looking really, really bearish. We may see it actually probably come down to these lows. Let's go up to the daily here and see what's going on. So it is really bearish against the New Zealand dollar. However, we do have to be mindful. We are coming to a level where price has respected here. You got resistance, a little bit of support. So we may expect price to finally exhaust. We are kind of at that level, that point where, you know what, price should be reacting to this level. At some point, we may see it start to hold and stop. Now that we know that, though, however, even if we narrow it down to the 1 hour, it's still looking very, very bearish. We may consolidate after. I don't think it's going to start trending bullish. We may see some sort of consolidation before it actually pushes to the upside. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking at there, guys. Okay, so we got a couple new members just asking a few questions. So welcome. We got a question here from Luca. Luca says, hey, what would be your advice as trader struggling with confidence? What I mean by that is that when I make my analysis, I'm confident, but once price is coming near to my entry, I get doubts. That mess with my psychology because it hit hard when I miss good trades because of my emotions. Okay, so Lucas, to begin with, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not sure if you're already part of the family, but I want you to know that you're welcome here. And so basically, one of the main things that really helped me a lot is check out this book. I don't have links. I don't really do links or anything like that, other than just like important stuff. But I don't have links to that book, but it's called Trading in the Zone. It's by Mark Douglas. Oh my God. I thought I was going to say Markle Douglas, but his name is Mark Douglas. He's been trading for over like 30 or 40 years. But I learned so much about, you know, the way he looks at the market and the psychology. And the nice thing about this is that I teach all of you guys in my live streams. Okay, it's absolutely free to come here every single day. Just come in every day. I'll help you out. Don't worry. And I literally teach this, everything I've learned from him in my live streams. So one of the biggest things is to, when you look at a trade setup, don't think about it twice and literally just approach the markets as it is. So, I went through that as well. And the thing is, first thing is make sure you're not over trading, because the problem is if you're over trading, although you may have a perfect setup, you have to understand that price will do anything at any given time. Okay. So when you get in a trade, you do your analysis, Lucas, Luca, and you want to make sure that when you do your analysis, you trust the plan and you ride it out. If it goes against you, that's okay. Don't let it affect you. The problem is that we attach our emotions with the markets. So when we look at the markets, we have this attachment of like, oh my gosh, if it doesn't go in my favor, like I'm screwed, like I'm gonna blow my account, or I'm gonna lose like a big chunk of my account, right? But when you start approaching it a little bit differently and you're like, okay, no, you know what, I'm gonna take this trade. This is what I'm looking at. We're at a major level of structure. We're at a major level of support. There's a cross of my moving averages, for example, or I see a bullish pattern formation, or I see a double bottom or a double top, and you see all your confirmations and you're like, okay, this is a perfect setup. Right about when you're going to take the trade, you take it without realizing anything. You just sit back and just say, okay, if it goes in my favor, it goes in my favor. If it doesn't go in my favor, it is what it is. When you attach any sort of emotion into trading, and it sounds very simple, and I know it's probably, you're probably like, really, like, but it's the reality of it. When you expect something out of the market, we have to learn. And I think the biggest thing with trading and the psychology behind it is that we have an expectation of the market. We expect the market to give us profits. We expect the market to go in our favor. The moment you start expecting from the market, you will lose money, guys. I'm telling you right now. I've been there before. I'm speaking from experience, and I'm speaking from what I've learned in the books that I've read like I've studied like crazy, guys. But the books that I've read, for example, that book, Trading in the Zone by Marco Douglas. And that's literally what and I'm like, are you serious? Like, that's it? And it's the reality of it. And then I came realizing over time, and I'm like, that's so true. Every time I would get into a trade because I thought I had everything set up perfect the way I wanted it, price would freak out, or I wouldn't take the trade, and then see a price melt exactly how I expected it. But because I didn't trust myself, price didn't end up going in my favor, right? So it's all about really just taking that leap of faith, but with the realization of, I'm getting into this trade with a neutral mindset. I'm getting into this trade knowing that price could hit my stop loss, but also price could go in my favor. And so when you realize that, you minimize your losses as much as possible, or you keep your losses short, and you let your runners run, and you take your profits. You always pay yourself. Always take partials, always pay yourself. That's my biggest advice. I hope you found that helpful. And then also you want to, when you're kind of looking at certain setups and stuff like that, you also want to look, for example, at the bigger picture. Where are you? You know what I mean? You have to be confident in where you're looking at in the market. So if you're looking at a level here, and we're looking at bearish price action, for example, and we know that this is a higher time frame or whatever, right? And we know that this is a level of support, right? Look at your confirmations, stick with your confirmations, and then be willing to be like, you know what, this is everything's lining up in my trading plan. I'm not going to over risk. I'm just going to stick to my plan. I'm going to do just, for example, I'm going to do 0.05. I'm not going to do 0.10 or half a lot and try to, flip my account. And if that gives you a little bit more peace of mind, not knowing that you're going to lose, because the problem is like, what is holding you back? We really have to kind of go back and what is holding you back? Fear of losing, right? That's a typical response, right? And so typically people will have that fear of, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose. That's why I'm not going to get in on the trade. What if it doesn't go my favor? Right? These questions sound familiar, guys. You guys with me? If you guys are with me, guys, give your boy a thumbs up. And let me know in the chat box below. You guys are understanding what I'm saying here, guys, right? The typical response, especially when you're not confident in your psychology, and let me tell you, Luca, that is totally normal. Let me tell you, you've got lots of people here that go through the same thing that you've gone through, and I went through that myself as well, right? Is to always look at the higher time frames and always look at the bigger picture. When in doubt, you zoom out. But not only that, guys, I want you guys to know something, and I want you to know, Luca, and I want everyone to know, is you have to understand that having an expectation in the market will disappoint you. All the trades that we take, remember the motion part, okay? Farhan, let's go. I'm gonna read the comments here, but it's hard because it's racking up. But either way, all the trades that we take, and I've said this before, and I think I said it in my last stream, when we do decisions in our life, and I'm sure we have people with experience, we've got lots of people here with experience, life experience, right? When we take trades or make decisions in life based off of emotion, we will fail. We will fail. Almost 90% of the time, sometimes almost 90% of the time, we will find ourselves being like, crap, why'd I eat that burger, man? Why the hell did I eat that burger? I was so hungry, man, and I freaking ate that burger, and now I'm freaking up 10 pounds. You know what I mean? So it's like, it is the reality, and that's a small example. Or an example is like, bro, I want that car. I really freaking want that car. And you're just like emotional about it. And you're like, screw it. I'm gonna go buy that car because you really wanted that car, even if it was a horrible financial decision, even if it was not smart. Maybe your spouse was in agreement with you. Maybe your parents think it's a bad idea, right? But what happens? What was that turning point where you made that decision? It was when you acted on emotions. You acted on your emotions and not with your mind. And this is the mentality you have to have with trading, guys. I don't know if I'm preaching to a choir here this morning, guys, but I just want you guys to know that I'm here with you every single step of the way. And I want you guys to learn this because this is also psychology. This isn't just about get into the markets, trade. You know what I mean? Like I said, you will lose in the markets. You will have moments where trades won't go well. I know lots of traders myself that, they have weeks or months, right? I wouldn't say months to that extent, but you'll have like 1 or 2, 3 days where you're like, oh my God, like I'm losing. But as long as you're managing your risk, it goes in your favor. Most of the time you do well. Most of the time, I'll be honest. Most of the time you won't be losing. Like it won't be straight streaks, but there'll be a day where you'll be like, crap, I took my 2 trades. Typically I recommend just focus on 2 trades a day, 3 trades and max. You don't want to be taking 5, 10 trades a day. But I noticed that the moment that you really just focus and narrow it down, you really start to advance and level up in your trading. You get what I'm saying, guys? And I'm speaking from the heart, and I genuinely want you guys to be successful. And trust me, you will see that, guys, over time. And again, I can't teach everything in a live stream, in one live stream. As we go day by day in every single live stream, I try to give you guys little spurts of advice from my experience, right? And just kind of going with the flow. So I'm going to read through the comments here, guys, because sorry, it's a lot that I have to kind of keep up here. But anyways, yeah, Ventec, we're looking at buyers of GU, but currently, okay, perfect. Problem as well, self-confidence, and okay, perfect. Tom Brooks, look, I just had this issue. I took too many trades. Focus on understanding the charts. Peter taught me check the daily 4 hour, 1 hour, and not 1 minute and 5 minute. That is correct. Yes, keep practicing. Confidence will come. That is correct. Farhan, let's go, bro. Let's go. Tony, let's go, bro. That's straight facts. Yes. Patrick, let's get it. Luca, thank you very much for your answer. I really find myself in your words. Luca, it's all good, my man. We're here with you. We're here to support you. And like I said, we have an amazing community here, and I'm so proud of the community we've been able to build. And like I said, if you want to be connected with these people still as well too, most of the family is here on the YouTube. They're already subscribed, but they're also on our Telegram group, guys. And like I said, click the link below, or I'll put the link here for our free Telegram group. Make sure you guys tune in there as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the link here for you guys to join in there. I look forward to seeing you guys in the Telegram group. So Luca, I can't agree more. Perfect. Bright, by experience, if you have to risk too much, then you don't have to trade. Look at for more confidence. That's correct. What would be your advice with funding an account? I just took a 1 challenge and was thinking to lower risk to 0.5%, but then I'm afraid I won't reach the target 10%. Okay, so what I would do, to be honest, so you're in a challenge. Did you get it accepted? Are you in the challenge? Or I would just manage your risk as much as possible. Like what's your capital? Like what are you trading? So I would only risk about 2%, but risking 0.5% won't help you get your 10%. Like it'll be hard to grow your account at that point. Yes, let's go. Laura Cunez, got my sister-in-law there. Let's go. Tom Brooks, gold. Yes, let's go with gold. Charik, Gbpusd. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a quick run here, and then we'll call it a day. Gbpusd, we are pushing to the upside, similar to kind of what we were expecting. Even on the 4 hour time frame, we see that push. However, I don't see any trades right now, guys, for Gbpusd. It's kind of like rejecting this level, and it's kind of slowly coming back. It might come back down to the 20 moving average and reject this level for a continuation to the upside. Okay, and then GJ is going in our favor, guys. Look at that. We were looking at sells. If you would have took that sell opportunity there, we'd be up right now 26 pips. So like I said, I'm expecting it to continue to go down lower for GU, guys. And then what did we have here? Yeah, so Gbpusd. And then we have gold. Yeah, gold's pushing up, like I said. Perfect. I think it'll probably still inch a little bit higher, and then we'll get some sort of a pullback on gold. But right now, I wouldn't take any trade setups yet on gold. We'll wait. Okay. No, just purchased a new challenge. Was thinking of lowering the risk to get more confidence. Yes, 100%. Lower the risk, Luca. Just get more confidence first. Get more confident in trading first, and then you can start slowly upping it from there. Okay. Okay, so we got Tom Brooks here. My realization from backtesting: I might lose 1 trade or 3 trades, but I will win over 30 trades. That is correct. Yeah, when you look at it, it's a marathon, guys. Trading is a marathon. It's not like it's not like a short-term thing. You know what I mean? It's a marathon. It's a longer-term thing. When you look at it and you realize, okay, I'm taking, for example, this week we took an X amount of trades, right? And let's say we took 10 trades, and out of the 10 trades we have 2 or 3 losses. Let's say we have 3, but there's 7 wins. Or even let's go more aggressive. Let's say we have 4 losses and we have 6 wins. With those 6 wins, it will recover your loss and you'll still be in profit, right? But as long as you manage your risk, you never blew your account, and that never really affected your account more than 2% or max 3% of your overall balance of your account. So that's why we always say manage your risk. As traders, we're always telling you guys manage your risk for a reason, not just because we just want to say it. You know what I mean? NZDCHF is crazy bullish, might retest here soon. Yeah, we'll see, guys. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Anyways, guys, I do have to go to the washroom and I do have to finish up some stuff, but I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. If it's your first time here, guys, welcome to the family. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys like and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I'm live. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love and support. And also, guys, maybe if you're looking to level up in your trading, or maybe you just want to see how I trade and follow my steps, feel free to join my VIP inner circle. I'm going to leave this here. I don't typically talk so much about it, but if you are really looking to level up on your trading, I will leave this here. I'll leave the link there, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Join the free Telegram group, which is absolutely free to join, but also for those that are maybe looking to get that extra support, I have added in Zoom calls in that VIP inner circle so that you guys can, if you have any personal questions and be like, hey, like, you know, I need help, that's what I've created that for, because it does require a lot of my time. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I left the link there for my inner circle, and I left the link I'm going to put here for the free Telegram. I'm going to put that back up here for those that are just tuning in. Thank you so much, guys. I hope I gave you as much value as possible, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming in, guys, and I'll probably see you later.